Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the final video for the NBA 2023 season on the Prrrr a basketball show, and it's been amazing. Now we are bringing you to a special edition. You won't see this anywhere. This is a Prrrr exclusive. The Prrrr Playoff Awards. In fact, the Prrrr NBA Awards for the playoffs. We usually, for the playoffs, they only award one thing: the winner of the NBA playoffs and the finals MVP. But we are here to break it down for you, for other people who have played so well and have been slept on. We're here to break it down for you. George and Teddy will do all the analysis for you. We'll get to hear some interesting stories. We are here to argue a lot because some of them are going to be very, very controversial. Now, starting off, the best player in the whole of the playoffs. We know in this year's playoff, the Nuggets won, and then Nikola Jokic won finals MVP. But was he the best player throughout the whole playoffs?
Yes, to me, he was the best player because who is matching him? We've seen a whole lot of centers go match to match with him, and he's dominated across
everybody.
all.
Even one of the best defensive players ever.
We were like, AD is going to give him a tough matchup, bro. AD got swept, and even Bam was like, bro, they charged them out. So Nikola Jokic was the best. Even coaches were finding ways to prevent him, but they couldn't. So he was the best player in this finals. And I'm glad he won there.
Not your LeBron, not your.
Oh no,
LeBron not someone's
LeBron saying.
What LeBron do me?
I will tell you. When I saw LeBron,
I'll be LeBron stand, but this playoffs there, he saw me out.
Well, Jokic was amazing. He averaged 32, 14, and 7. 32 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists. He was that great. Now, Teddy, who was your best playoff performer?
This name I go mention there. People could come for me, but then Jimmy Butler was the best player in this whole playoffs for me.
Wow.
Honestly, because for a player who is carrying not the best players, but undrafted players, players with inexperienced players with less confidence, and he carried them on his shoulders, and then he won Milwaukee. He beat
Milwaukee.
Beat
the Celtics.
He beat Celtics.
Oh,
why they dwell on the Celtics? Relax on the Celtics.
He lash you, give you momentum, so I can lash you.
I won't put my team last. So say it look hurt like that. Yeah, he beat the Knicks. And then he went to the finals. This is and every time when you feel like they are losing, and he comes in the fourth quarter and he takes charge and then they win, leading a team like Milwaukee 4-1. It's untold of. It's unheard of. It can never be done anywhere. It's never allowed. It was a foul ball, red card. It's seriously, because how can a player like Antetokounmpo and then Lopez, these twin towers,
they were number one in the East.
These twin towers, and then you actually trash them 4. It's too much. And even with the Boston game, they were the underdogs. And when you watch the percentage, they had like 1% chance to win.
This be the 1% chance, 99% fit.
They won 2 in a Boston home, and then they came to win another one in their home, and then they allowed us. They go to Game 7. They played with us. They toyed with us.
An example of catching a thief, beating him, giving him rash energy drink.
So
it was Jimmy Butler.
Teddy thinks Jimmy Butler was the best player. George thinks Nikola Jokic. I just have to lean towards Nikola Jokic because he was just great. Now coming into the playoffs, they awarded Joel Embiid the regular season MVP, and I think it kind of fueled him to just elevate his game to another level, and he's been incredible. Now moving on to the next award, the best individual performance of the playoffs this year. So one game where you feel like this player actually he really spoiled it for you. Which player and then which game are you looking at?
I'll give it to Jason Tatum.
Game 7 against Philly.
Charlie. Because
I kind of knew where he was going.
Honestly, for a player like Steph Curry to set a record of scoring 50 points
within just
in the
a
playoffs,
week or 2 weeks.
Within just a week or 2 weeks, you from nowhere and then you break it. Because this is a player where he's scoring threes, and we know Steph Curry is a prolific scorer. He's amazing. Whether you put a big guard or him, small guard, he's scoring. And then Tatum just scores 50, and with the cherry on top, he adds 1. It's amazing. That was an amazing performance, and he didn't do it on maybe an average player. It was on Embiid
and had it
2 step backs on Embiid to fuel that 51 points. It was amazing.
So you think Tatum against Philly was the best individual performance? George,
one of them.
Oh, I'll take Stephen Curry because
against the Kings.
You look at his age; he's giving that consistency because that Warriors team they were shit. So. And he carried them because at that Game 7, they needed someone to step up. And Steph Curry, that 50 points bomb, bro, it was crazy. He did, because if you look at Tatum's age, Tatum be a franchise player. You have to do that. But with Stephen Curry, people are like he's declining, he's that. But in every playoffs or every matchup, he steps up. And that 50 points game, that was amazing.
No, but if you are bringing age, honestly, Steph Curry has been playing his best NBA in his old age.
He has been playing the best.
So with
best
age is
when he was
not a factor.
older.
Age is not a factor.
He's although it's not a factor though, but when you're looking at Tatum, bro, you look at his age, you look at Curry's age. Things that
Tatum should be in his prime.
Yeah, things that you want Tatum to be doing, you'll be like, oh, Stephen Curry, they're aging. You'll pardon him a little. So if you are looking at both of them and Steph Curry is also matching up to that level, I'll give him that credit.
Well, for me, with my decision, the only reason why I'll go with Steph Curry against the Kings in Game 7 was it was on the road. It was on the road at the Golden One Center. Do you know how difficult that is? Because for Tatum, it was in the Garden. He was able to score 51 in the Garden, but on the road, where the Warriors had all the odds against them, people felt like home court advantage was going to count for the Kings. Stephen Curry pulled up, dropped 50 on them, and was able to send them home. Now, to the next award, where a lot of people have slept on these players. We only recognize them in the regular season. The sixth man, we usually award sixth man of the year. In the regular season, it was Malcolm Brogdon, but I don't feel like we can give it to him in the playoffs.
No.
Who was the best sixth man in the playoffs for
Malik Monk, the Sacramento Kings.
Malik Monk
was incredible.
Anytime he comes off from the bench, bro, he drops about 20, 28, 27, and that is huge. He helps this Kings side a lot because they were relying on Barnes but bro, anytime they put Malik
Vivian
Monk
Mitchell and co, yeah.
in
the game
in possession,
every time De'Aaron Fox sat, Malik Monk came and
he
then
steps
he
up
just kept
and bro, we were like, is this Malik Monk we seen? And he was very great. He led to that counter
run,
with the
With the
Golden
Warriors.
State, and they gave us that kind of
Entertaining
competitive
series, yeah.
yeah. So Malik Monk
that was a short-lived sit man.
no.
So
He's
it's
been
because he
good.
just played in one series. That's why I know what to get.
Yeah.
If you are playing against the Stephen Curry side and Stephen Curry is like, bro, I'm getting my win today, what are you going to do? He's going to advance. But if you look at the entire, because they played all the series. It's a best of 7 series. They played
All the
entirely,
games.
and he was good from game 1 to game 7.
Teddy, who's your sixth man of the year?
Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown
Yeah,
of
Bruce
the Denver
Brown.
Nuggets.
Of the Denver
He was
Nuggets.
also incredible.
Amazing, because Bruce Brown came into the league. He entered the Nets, and then he was playing with a player like Kyrie, with Durant, and then even James Harden. These were amazing players, and he found a way to enter the first team. So he left. And he joined a team like the Nuggets, which this team was trying to find their feet, trying to find other players to fit in. But then they put him at the sixth man position. And then throughout this series, throughout these playoffs, if you watch his numbers off the bench, it's been amazing. He's even been able to score 20 points from the bench. Who does that? It's only Bruce Brown.
For the sixth man in these playoffs, I've been split between two people, but I have to pick one. First one for my own Clippers, Norman Powell. When they were all speaking of these sixth men, all of them, their stars were on the court. For Norman Powell, he had to play in a team where Kawhi Leonard was down, Paul George was down, and he lifted the Clippers even though they lost. So he's one candidate, but I'll have to give it to Caleb Martin of the Miami Heat, because even being in contention for the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, I don't think any sixth man could have reached that level. But that was incredible. So all of these sixth men played very, very well for their teams, elevating their teams to the next level. Now, to the next award, the most entertaining series. We've seen some very, very interesting series. You could talk about that Milwaukee series against the Heat. We could talk about Game 7. In fact, Warriors versus Kings, we went to 7 games. Philly versus Boston went to 7 games. But Teddy, what do you think has been the most entertaining series in these playoffs?
The Miami and Celtics game, honestly.
Hey, even through the heartbreak, you still pick that one.
No, let's see. I see. Today, I actually sleep well. Where I condition my heart for this argument. So allow me. If I finish, I'll go cry for the side there. See, that game was amazing because coming into this game, everyone was like, Celtics in 4.
Celtics, yeah.
Even I tweeted Celtics in 4. I've deleted it. Yeah, Charlie. I thought we will sweep them. They won the first 2. They won the next one, making it 3. And then they gave us the opportunity to feel
history,
like we could have won it. And then we actually came back from the 3 down. And then in our home,
tied it. Yep.
in the TD garden,
Hey,
where
hey, Kotomri.
okay, Charlie, in the Contemporary Garden, where you have these racist Boston fans, these loud Boston fans shouting and making noise in your ears, but then they still won. It was an amazing series. I love that series, even though I lost.
George, what was the most entertaining series for you?
The Lakers Warriors series, bro. I predicted.
Hey, Charlie.
I predicted
the Warriors fans will come for
I
you.
predicted every outcome, and I was happy with the game 4. How the game 4 ended. Looney Walker entered in the fourth quarter and he delivered. So that series was very like I enjoyed it because you are having the matchup between two players that are very good, the likes of LeBron and
Steph Curry. Even being able to get that matchup again,
and it was a wonderful matchup. I was happy because that series had me get a roller coaster of emotions. Like, bro, I thought they would beat us, but we advanced not only for us to get swept. So
well, for it to be the most entertaining series, I'll have to say it has to go to 7 games, and then I had to pick between Boston and Philly, and then Warriors versus Kings. But I'll have to go Warriors versus Kings because it was just incredible. People coming into this season, people slept on the Warriors because they weren't as good as their championship year in 2022. And for the Kings, people kept saying inexperience. People kept saying it's their coach's first year, Mike Brown. People were saying De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis were not elite, but I think they proved themselves very well, and they made it a very, very interesting. A very interesting series. Now, finally, before we go, general playoffs. What did you enjoy most about the playoffs this year?
Oh, the fact that the playoffs has been able to give us surprises. I'm happy because you look at a team like Miami Heat. They even lost their first round in the play-in. They had to go to they had to use the other routes to get into the playoffs.
Play against the Bulls.
They are in the finals. You look at a team like Milwaukee Bucks, Boston Celtics. When you look at the terrain, 2020, we had LeBron James as finals MVP. He won the chip. 2021, it followed that sequence. 2022, Jason Tatum won the finals MVP. So we're like, oh yeah, she's going to back the Celtics this time. But you see, it gave us surprises. The playoffs is not about only history and stuff. It's about how you put in the work and how you demonstrate it on the court. So I was surprised and I'm happy because this is the first playoffs I've really watched and I've been able to get everything I want. So
interesting. Everything was like you get stuff like Clippers or Lakers.
No.
So it wasn't all cherry on the cake for him. Teddy, what did you enjoy most about this year's playoffs?
In life, don't underrate any person. In the NBA, don't underrate any team because the Miami weren't tipped for anything in the regular season. Coming to the play, even in the play-in, we thought they will be kicked out. They came into the playoffs and they've been amazing, beating a team like Milwaukee Bucks, the Knicks, the Boston Celtics, and then going into the finals and even getting one win. Just one win against a team where you had no chance against on paper and on the floor.
First
I
team
think
to win at
most
Denver.
teams also put up the surprise like the Kings. Like the Kings, they've been in the playoffs for a very long time, and then they came and then they matched boot for boot with with Steph Curry, and it was amazing. This playoffs has been amazing, even though most people's teams were kicked out. But Charlie, it has been amazing.
Well, I also enjoyed these playoffs very, very well. Coming into these playoffs, I just wanted a team that hadn't won before to win, and then I got my wish. I didn't want to see Lakers saying banner 18, Celtics.
You did lie. You wanted
Warriors doing back to back. I just wanted to see a team that hadn't won before win. I would have loved it if it would have been the Clippers, but Charlie, the Nuggets, the first 47 years, first time with a chip, and it has been incredible. George and Teddy have been incredible throughout the whole of these playoffs analysis, and then we hope you enjoyed every single minute of these videos that we brought to you. My name is Slymo. I did this with George and Teddy.
Zion.
we get one last thing to talk about. This matter, it be fresh from the oven. Hey, Zion Williamson, 2019 draft class. What are your thoughts about Zion Williamson?
Bro, you see, I only like to say something that when I read the tweet, I was like, bro, did the girl actually say this?
First off, I have to clarify what we are talking about. Zion Williamson, the number 1 overall pick in 2019. Charlie gets some splendid drama. So his girlfriend got pregnant, and then they were posting on social media. So that's supposed to be normal. If you are going to see someone to become a father, you go congratulations and everything. But this time around, a porn star from somewhere can't talk, say Zion, Charlie, why you go preg this girl? There's some long things. So that 2019 that's class, Morant and Zion, whole issues. What do you think?
Porn star, loyal to foul, man. Cool down. you said Zion has been. I now understand why Zion is not always healthy. You got drafted in 2019. The NBA is an 82 game season. Zion has played about 40. He has played less than 50 games out of 230 games in that 4-year span. And all the time, Zion is injured. And revelations coming out of that. Revelations coming out of that. He's always with this porn star.
Yeah.
He's always hitting out on the girl. And you are always hitting out on the girl, telling the girl what to be doing and stuff, and you go out to impregnate the girl. But what baffles me a lot is the girl motivated Zion that Zion will be like LeBron. And I was like, bro, LeBron on deep post down.
You mess up. Then what do you make of Zion's situation? And I know the Pelicans fans today.
They're vexed. Therefore,
one thing we annoy them to be say the girl can't tweet say the time Zion for come play the playing help them. They plus
the girl says something, say the time Zion in leg hurts him, he still they eat them. So bro, instead of saying you go recover, no, you they eat. No, Zion.
What do you make of Zion?
My problem is I don't know what porn stars and NBA players they have in common. See Paul George, porn star, he marries her. Zion, like what do like I want to know like, what did they see for the because see honestly we need Zion to be fit,
and Zion is a prospect
fit, like you said, from 2019.
And when he plays, he's always
up there. And when I remember when they met LeBron, even LeBron said this guy is going to be an amazing player. And I think he's not actually taking care of himself, but then he has like extracurricular activities distracting him. So I think the Pelicans should take charge. They should take action now. Trade him because it looks like the boy is not ready to play basketball.
Bro, he's not concerned about basketball. He's just living his life.
I'm not surprised there are even rumors that the Pelicans want to get into these trade talks with other teams for some of the high draft picks like Scoot Henderson or Brandon Miller. We'll see how that pans out, but this is the final video for NBA 2023. We hope you enjoyed every single minute. My name is Slimo. I brought you all these top analysis with some of the top pundits in the country. George and Teddy have done an amazing job. Till we see you next time on the screens, it's goodbye for now.